Hey RDV, I'm gonna hopefully make this super quick, and hopefully you have the sheet in front of you that I sent over to Nikki. We have some updates to the Motivate Challenge. We're trying to take the feedback that we got from the clubs that ran it last year, and the big thing was there wasn't a lot of consistency. So, and it's no one's fault. I think what happened is maybe one member would come in and the trainer they were working with checked in consistently or had like a Facebook group or something like that. So the other member might not have had a trainer that checked in and didn't have a Facebook group. So as that happened, we realized, this is not as professional of a feel, and we don't want the members' experience to be drastically different. So we've added a couple things. Sorry, my glasses are really glaring from the sun. We've added a few things that will hopefully help you and support you and make you feel like you're not having to do a ton of extra work. I'm going to work off the first 2 pages, and I'll start with the additions to the program first. We've updated the Motivate card with just a couple of extra things on there, so that'll come your way. We are going to create Facebook groups for every single club. We'll make Nikki and Danielle the admins of that, so we have curated posts that will be available that you guys can just pop up there, and then we would just ask you guys as trainers to make sure, if you are on Facebook, I know not everyone is, but that you're liking things, commenting things, encouraging people. We really want to just build and cultivate community within this program. We have new specialty training rates to go along with this program. Last year we did 10% off all training packages, but this year we have specific training packages for Motivate. So it's an 8-pack of 30 minutes and an 8-pack of 60 minutes. It's each of these are like $1 less per training of the 25-pack. I don't know if I made any sense with that, but I hope you understand. 30-minute in 25-pack is $38 a session. This one in this 8-pack is $37. We know that we could end up losing, not losing, but I don't know how to say it, but this is not intended for you to just like sell the heck out of them for your current clients. It's really truly intended to get people who aren't currently not training, creating that barrier to entry as easier for them to come in. So, and I know what you're probably thinking, well, Allie, 30 minutes, or once a week for 8 weeks is not going to get people huge results. No, it's not going to get people huge results, but it's also 30 minutes that you weren't training before, and you might be able to get that person more and more, and you might be able to just hold them accountable a little bit better with those 30 minutes. So just go into this whole thing with a strategy, like a different eye of looking at things. If I was sitting in your shoes today, I would say, all right, I'm gonna sell the heck out of that 8-pack 30 minutes, every person that I talk to. And then I'm going to tell them, you're going to train with me at 9 a.m. on Wednesdays for the 30 minutes. Come to my group power class on Fridays at noon. Come to my torch class on Tuesdays at 6 a.m. Like go into it with a play. If you don't teach classes, then maybe there's a group training that you have once a week that they could join in once in a while. So just try to be savvy with how you think about this. One thing I love is if you take class, maybe you take Ride or Torch once a week or something like that, invite this person to come with you to your class. And so you're still getting your workout, but they feel like they're getting more value by doing a workout with you. And it's not any more skin off of your back, right? So hopefully these training packages are a positive, and they do expire by December 31st. We will have a hard and fast rule on that, so just be mindful of that and make sure you mention that to people. We are going to start emails for this group. So as soon as somebody signs up for Motivate, within 24 hours, they will get an email from us saying, hey, welcome. This is what to expect. Your personal trainer or your trainer will be reaching out to you soon. And I'll explain that process in a second. And in that welcome email is just going to be information on the InBody. And then it's also going to have a grocery list cheat sheet. I know we all have different opinions on nutrition, and so this is a very vague, broad grocery list that's just meant to help people. It's a little more focused on high volume foods that are going to be more filling and satisfying for less calories. So I'll make sure you guys have a copy of that before you go into the challenge so that you are able to speak to it if you want, but think of it like a this or that. If you could choose Jif peanut butter, or you could choose this organic or natural, less sugar, heavy peanut butter. And that's really how we kind of made the grocery list to look. We are going to require weekly check-in. So anybody that's in your Motivate team, we want you to check in with once a week. I would say to you, if you can do it individually, do it individually, because it's just going to make the experience for that person a little bit more unique. But if you want to do just one big group email, that's okay too. We are going to give you 1 hour a week that you may check in if you are a participating trainer in this challenge, that you can clock in and do these emails and do this check-in. This is the first time we're getting the green light for this. So I'm excited, and it's for you guys to manage and to be honest with. And I feel like an hour is more than enough time. So weekly emails will go out automatically. So this will come again from us. We have them listed here. There might be one switch because I think I messed up that first initial welcome email, but I'll make sure you guys have a list and you have a copy of each of these so that you know what people are getting. But it's a perfect way. Like week 3, we're talking about NEAT minutes, non-exercise activity time. That would be a great week to check in and be like, hey guys, make sure you're hitting 12,000 steps every day, or make it a goal to hit 2,000 more steps than normal. Whatever you want to say to them, but it just gives you talking points and things to utilize, so you're not shooting in the dark all the time. Best practices. We are working on a ton of marketing to go out that will be pushed out here in the next week, a ton of social posts, and we've got just some really cool looking content that's going to come your way, but it's still up to you guys to push this thing. So I think, and I'm to blame for this too. I have a tendency sometimes to lean on the marketing side of things. I need the flyer, I need this. Like, no, you don't. Read this, you know all the things, go talk to people about it and invite them. I think we underestimate the invite. You know, the invite to class, the invite to participate. Have you heard about Motivate? Do you know about the InBody? Talk it up, get people excited. This is really truly meant to be something that we do as a team together and have fun with. So I'm not going to read through all the strategies, but just check those out, especially if you're maybe you've never done the Motivate Challenge with us before, or you're maybe a newer trainer on our team. Read through just some ideas. They're all just strategies and ideas that you can look to lean on. I would really encourage you, when you do your initial scan with that person, that you set up your exit scan, put it in your calendar, set a reminder, make sure you're reminding the participant when it gets closer. Just these little things that are going to make your life easier. Facebook groups, we're creating those. The winners are going to be just first and second, both male and female, and we've just deemed the what the prizes are. The reason why we did that is it was a marketing strategy, because saying that it's $20 more per person, like the pot goes up, it's a really hard thing to communicate. And that was the other feedback that we got when we got done with the Motivate Challenge last time, is that it wasn't clear as to what you get and the benefits that you get in this challenge. And so people were comparing it to like an Activate and assuming they got personal training included. So we're being very clear, there is not personal training included, but you have the benefit of potentially buying specialty packages. And then we wanted the clear and concise information of what the prize is. RDV, your start is September 12th through November 7th. Deadline for sign up is 9/6. So this takes me back to what I was talking about earlier. The reason why we have a deadline on it is because we're doing this whole thing through program registration, which, y'all, program registration can definitely be the death of me. But we have to put some sort of deadline on it, or else we're just not going to have enough time to get people connected in the automated emails out, because there's still some pieces of our system that have to be manual. So that's not to say that if somebody comes to you at 9/9, September 9th, and is like, I really want to sign up for that, like, still send them through program registration to sign up. But just know that we would rather speak to the 9/6 date, just to get the urgency in people to get their name in the hat and to sign up. How this is going to work, last year how we did it is you kind of sold this like almost a personal training package. This year it will go all through program registration, so we'll have QR codes that people can scan. It will take them to the landing page where they learn more about Motivate, and then they can click on the club that they're registering for. The reason we're doing it this way is that sometimes I think that these kind of challenges can be really intimidating for the new user, or somebody that maybe, is just intimidated in general by the gym. So we want to have these like all this marketing up, and then somebody who's like in the locker room at RDV and is thinking, oh man, I like really want to do this, but I'm too nervous to talk to a trainer or ask about it. They can scan the QR code and they can sign up online. And so we want to see if that creates, again, less of a barrier to entry. So how it's going to work is as people sign up, Nikki will get that list, and then Nikki will hand out clients based on who needs what, right? So where the onus is a little bit on you guys as trainers is if you've talked to a couple people maybe in a class that you taught and they're like, yeah, we want to sign up, make sure you're communicating to Nikki, hey, Susie and Johnny that were in my class today are going to be signing up. Will you make sure that you give them to me? It's not a perfect system, but it's just how we have to roll with it this round. So appreciate your grace on that, but that's what it looks like this time. Third page, I'm not going to dive all the way into this super nitty gritty, but read through this and then let me know if you have questions. Above and beyond, like just a couple of tools that I would keep in your toolbox is keep track of those people that you're working with, have notes on each of them, so that you can personalize their experience more and individually reach out to them. And when you can, I think that it's fine to do it as a whole group, but there's something special and a special touch that by saying directly, this email's for you, hey, how are you doing today, et cetera, this little detail about you can mean a lot to someone. I already said this, invite them to take your class or go to class with them. Added value, it's something so small, but can go so far. You could do a group workout with your whole group, maybe one of the weeks or something, just to create community and fun. And obviously, like, no, I'm not necessarily, and this is where it gets gray, like, I'm not saying I'm paying you for the hour workout that you take out of your week to maybe do with this group, but think of that as like, okay, maybe that falls into my admin time, or maybe I'm doing this from like a little extra credit mentality of this is extra credit for my business. I can't tell you how many times I did a game plan with someone or was in BTC with somebody down at RDV and they didn't want to sign up for training at that time, but 6 months later they came back, or they didn't sign up for training, but they were an avid goer of my class, So it's all those little things that it adds up for a while over time. So just don't discount it. Like stay with it. You could even sync with their Apple Watch or their workouts, or you could say, I want you to send me a picture of your activity, on your phone every day. Whatever you want to do there, but there's just a lot of creative strategies you could do. Example of scenarios, I just wanted to give you guys, and for some of you that are veterans are like, Allie, this is stupid, but I'm just trying to give you like scenarios of, okay, if somebody has a goal of body fat loss and they do not want to personal train and you can't get them to buy that 8-pack, then here's some great ideas that you could give to them in their prescription card. And it's like, I want you to be detailed and I want you to give them a plan, but I don't want you to write them a workout for every day of the week because you need to get paid for that, right? So if they're looking for an actual, like, I want a total body workout 2 days a week for every week for 8 weeks, then they need to look at a personal training package and take that and pay for that. We're just giving them strategy and we're giving them ideas and very, like, I don't want to say too broad of goals, but they're still just, hey, hit this many steps. Hey, do these classes. Hey, look at this, particular class to work out in. We will be writing out and providing 2 30-minute, very basic general workouts. And that's just for you to utilize in the initial InBody scan to give to somebody, especially if they're not training, so that they feel like they're getting a little added something to it. I want to be done with this so that you guys aren't super bored, but please just read through it. Know that we've given you a goal of 90 participants in Motivate this year. I believe you were at 50 on last year, so you've got your work cut out for you. The team out of all clubs that pulls in the most participants and also gets the most in training revenue is going to get lunch on corporate. And then we'll also have prizes for the trainer who has the most people signed up for Motivate and then sells the most in training revenue through this time. So go get them, right? Pain points, the deadline, I know that can kind of be a pain point in this process, but just do the best you can with it. In-body scheduling is not going to be perfect. If you want to create a team calendar and go off of that, you can do that. Just know that sometimes you might sign up somebody for an in-body and it might be the same time that somebody else has signed up their client. Be gracious with each other. It's a 45 seconds to do the scan. You can do the scan and then hike up to the interest table and sit and talk about the card and the plan, or find a place elsewhere. So be nice to each other with that. And then just, this isn't even like a pain point, but just going with an extra credit mindset and doing the little things through this, because it's going to reap the benefits later. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you have an awesome Tuesday. I miss you guys so much. I wish I was down there with you, but anywho, have a good day.